I want to wish you all, wait for a few people to jump on, but I wish you all happy Easter. I will just get ready up here. Let's get ready here. I'll just get sorted up here. It's going to be a long one. Yeah, we've got a lot to talk about. I'm just waiting for this to give me what I want. Wait for a few people to jump on because I know it's Easter overseas, and I do like to wish all the people overseas happy Easter, and the people here, of course, all my regular people. There we go, live. Let's wait for a few people, and then we'll get into the live chat. Right, here's a few people. Here's one person. Welcome to the one person that's joined the live chat. Happy Easter to you. Just want to wait for a few people. I have got some announcements to make. Good announcements. So I'll just wait for a few people to jump on before I do make some announcement. I know it's an early live. I do appreciate that. I do apologise for the early morning live, but I thought I'd jump on and spend a bit of time with you guys again and see what's been happening with the videos. If you like the videos that I've been putting out so far, and there's been lots of video on TikToks, and just to thank people for where the station is. We almost hit 5,550, almost hit it, but then another subscriber left, unfortunately, and we're still back to that awkward number. But we are going up in numbers on the YouTube channel, which I do very much appreciate. News that is happening. I've probably got to repeat it a few times until people do join in. You won't see Maddie this week, unfortunately. Other news which is good news. Remember I told you about that lady that was meant to be working with me. Her name was Vil, and she was meant to be working with me. Welcome. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. I'm just sharing all the news or what I was told yesterday, because my case manager phoned me up yesterday. Happy Easter, by the way, guys. To let me know that the lady Vil that was meant to be working with me is not going to be working with me for those 2 days. I've got another lady working with me tomorrow, and then Wednesday I've got a different lady working with me, and then I have to make up my mind which one I'd like to work with me on that Wednesday. So it's sort of like an interview technique. So I'm pretty stoked about that, because then we get to see which one will fit in the dream team and see who will do the Wednesday shifts with me. So yes, we are getting 2 ladies going to be working with me. I believe the first one is like Caitlin was from Macedonia. I do believe she'll be working with me tomorrow. Wednesday there'll be another lady working with me. She'll be very much like the old Sophie, according to what my case manager Harley was telling me, and so I am looking forward to working with her as well, just to get the vibe, to see how we get on. Apparently she wanted to put this lady with me. I've forgotten her name. She did tell me both of their names, and me being me, it's gone straight through my mind. Anyway, so she's been wanting to work with me, putting this lady with me for like a couple of months now, but she just hasn't been available because of her client. But her client's left, so a spot has opened up here. So I've got to just pick which one is the right fit for the dream team. We are working on Sophie. Behind the scenes, we are working on it. We don't know what's happening there. So in the meantime, we have got this lady. This lady might fit in nicely, and we'll just use Sophie probably for a backup. We're not quite sure yet. We're going to find out and see both ladies doing both shifts with me, who is the best one. And yes, I know people are a little bit sad because Maddie's not going to be here today or Friday. I'm a bit sad too on that, because I was looking forward to seeing Maddie, because I haven't seen Maddie for it must be at least at least a week or more now. So I am looking forward to seeing Maddie next week, and I'm sure you guys can't wait to see Maddie and be there and have a laugh with her and stuff like that, which we all can't wait to see her. Especially me. I reckon it's going to be really, really fun to see Maddie and joke around with her. Easter for me so far has been pretty good. I've enjoyed it so far. I am having stir fry tonight, left over from the chicken that we had yesterday. We're doing a stir fry tonight, so we don't waste any food, which is great. I suppose tomorrow I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Maybe a spag bol. I don't know. We have to wait and see. I am going to phone up the man, see if I get the van in tomorrow if I can, because money's ready to go. So I will be asking him to put a new battery in it because I'm not quite sure about the battery. And then we'll get the shockies are getting done as well, because the shockies are there. So we'll see if we can get it in tomorrow instead of Wednesday. That'd be good. If not, we'll just have to wait till Wednesday. So yeah, I'm not too concerned about that. I'm just glad it's getting done. It's good to get it done and out the way, and move on to other projects. Which I think will just be driving it around, having a bit of fun with it, and then in the future, then we'll put the bigger tyres on. Once we'll worn this down a bit, we will put the bigger ones on eventually. It is very much still in my mind. The shockies did have to come first, and the battery probably, because battery is sometimes holding charge, sometimes isn't. It's a car yard battery. They did say to me they replaced it, but there's no documentation to say that they did replace it. So car yards, you sort of don't really trust what they say. Sometimes you've got to be put one for the piece of your mind, so then what is going on. And apart from that, I've just been chilling out, watching a bit of Neighbours, as people do know that I do heavily into a TV show called Neighbours, which is filmed in Australia here. I'm watching it from 1985 when it first started. It was first started at Channel 7, as some people would know that are Neighbours fans overseas. It was started on Channel 7, but then Channel 7 decided they didn't want to do it. And back in that day, they were going to axe it. There was going to be no more Neighbours. But then, as some people know, a majority you might know, Channel 10 picked it up. And then Channel 10 ran Neighbours for a number of years, and still running it, but on a different lane here in Australia. So yeah, that's I've been doing that, and also been just chilling out with Cindy, spending a bit of time with Cindy, and just Bridget there and Bo are here. Olivia's on holidays. She left yesterday from the airport, so she's probably already overseas where she was. I think she said she was going to Thailand or something first, so she's probably already in Thailand, doing what she's doing, having a good time, which is fair. So I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to be fitting in for the Dream Team, and of course there's bowling coming up on Thursday with Ruby. It's going to be a 3-game bowling, and I'm looking forward to that because Ruby and I haven't done bowling before. It's going to be our first time, and then hopefully the new lady, whoever does the Wednesday shift, will be able to come bowling with me, and we'll see how we go. And of course Maddie will be still doing the 2 shifts that she's doing. Maddie's not going anywhere. It's just that today is a public holiday, and unfortunately, as you guys know, as explained in the live yesterday, Friday is also a public holiday. So unfortunately we won't have Maddie for those 2 days a week, which is sad. And I'm posting videos as I can. We're doing a lot of filming tomorrow with the new girl, showing her the YouTube channel. She'll be on a live tomorrow. There will be someone on a live tomorrow with me, and then Wednesday you're going to see the new girl. And then you guys can say to me after we've done the live which one which one did you like? Like if the girl on Wednesday, if you like her, say Pete, yeah, we think this lady's suitable for you, and that sort of thing, and you guys can sort of help me with that decision. You can be part of it because you guys like and subscribe to the channel. So yeah, I'm gonna ask for people's opinion and see what you guys reckon, because don't forget you'll be in the videos with me and stuff like that, and they both like social media, so that's great for me, because you cannot have people that are not on social media to help me do this channel, because this channel takes a lot for me to do it on my own, with the ladies there being in the background and being on the movies, on the film, the videos with me and all that. It's pretty good. It's very good to have them with me and for you guys to share your responses and ask questions like you have when the people are here. It's really good. I can't thank you enough too for all the super chats that people did leave me yesterday for Easter. I do very much appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much for all the super chats that everyone has left me over the past Easter break. You know, you guys are legends. I can't say more than that, guys. I know yesterday we did have a few hiccups with people phoning me up, and then our lives ended and stuff like that. It was very hard yesterday to do a proper live with people phoning me up and that, because they kept cutting the lives out, and you know, we had to keep restarting them and stuff like that. But hopefully today no one will phone us up, so we should be right today. I'm just putting it out there in case people wonder, oh Pete, what's going to happen if someone phones you up? Then you're going to have to start, you're going to have to stop the live, then you're going to have to restart it. We're hoping today no one phones us up, because then, as you know, as you guys know, it doesn't cancel the live out, and then, but it doesn't cancel the live out, it just makes it so people can't hear the live, and then it's very awkward for people to, you know, to hear what is going on in live. Welcome, I can see some two more. Is anyone a new subscriber to the channel today? If you are, just say, Pete, I'm a new subscriber, and I'll give you the Dream Team welcome. So if you're a new subscriber, just say to me, Pete, I'm a new subscriber today, how are you? And I'm going to answer you back. Because I know there's a lot of subscribers. Our subscribers are picked up since, as I said yesterday, like the Kookaburra Man is no longer with us. I mean, he's with us, he's not a moderator, he's just a subscriber. That's all he is. So since then, things have been, the channel's been going quite good. We've got subscribers that have been, really coming up now, and it has been teetering on the 5,549 mark. We are hoping that in time the channel will build up. There's a video already uploaded. This is what sometimes us YouTubers go through. Videos uploaded, and then I have to someone liked my video. That's good. So yeah, we got any more new subscribers have joined the channel this now. If you wouldn't mind, let me know. I'm gonna go out for a minute just to get that video, but I will be back. Another video just came out now. Right, that's all the videos that are out now, which is great. I don't have to worry about monetizing any more videos unless I put another short on later, which I probably will put another short on. I've got plenty of short videos, so I could put another short up later so you guys can watch it. I've got plenty of short videos. I've got some bowling videos. I haven't put the bowling short videos up, I don't reckon. I've got a couple of bowling short videos. And I've also got the talking video. Hello Bill, welcome to the channel. Happy Easter, my friend. It's good to see you on the channel. I hope you've had a good Easter, and if you enjoyed yourself over Easter. And I've been quite lucky. I've been just chilling out, doing my lives, and of course I have been over on TikTok yesterday to wish everyone happy Easter. The TikTok people were the first to know about the new girls, these two new ladies that are going to be, taking both days, so we can make up our mind which one will fill in the Wednesday shift. So I am looking forward to that. I reckon it will be really, really cool to get the ladies' opinion. See which one is the best. It's like a bit of a, for me, it's like a job. It's like interviewing people, because people in the NDIS, they leave it up to us to pick who we want to work with. And Harley, she's in the background, and she says she tries to pick a person which is suitable to work with me, someone that she knows I'm going to get on with, I'm going to have fun, someone who's going to keep me company and make me laugh and help me out when I need it. So that's what Harley does in the background, and she looks after every person with disability. It's not only me that she looks after. She and Amanda, they look after lots and lots of people there. There's lots of ladies in that company that do look after lots of people like us with disabilities, and they do a good job. With me, they do a great job. They always, got me back and looking out for me, make sure that everything's going, to plan, and it's really, really cool the way they look out for me. And as I said, I am looking forward to things in the future that are going to happen. I really am. I reckon there's going to be some really cool videos. Of course, I'm still going to, when I do shift or wherever I go, which will be, either where I told you or maybe, around here, who knows. I am still going to be doing YouTube and TikTok. That will never end unless I get sick and I can't do it no more, which I'm hoping is not going to be for a long time. It would be good. I don't know if I can do it. I'm not promising anything. But just an idea. Who would like me to do a live chat from the what do we call it? From the tyre place? If people want to see me do a live from the tyre place, either tomorrow or Wednesday, whenever I can get it in. We've booked it for Wednesday, but if I can get it in tomorrow, it'll be better. If you guys would like to see me do a live at the tyre place, I'm going to have a bit of time to kill there, so I mean waiting around a bit. So if you want to see me do a live there, and the guy okays it, will only be me and my support worker. But if you want to see us do a live there, please just say, please Pete, do a live at the tyre place. And I will do one. I'll definitely will be up to doing one. And of course, we're doing some videos as well there, which I will be doing for you guys. So if you want to see me do a live there, just let me know and say, Pete, we wouldn't mind you doing a live at the tyre place, and I will do one there for you. I'm trying to do lives at different places where I go, without, how they got some places have got no music, that's fine. I can do lives there. But when there's a place that have got music and stuff like that, it makes it very hard for me to do lives in those places when there's music in the background, because you get demonetized on YouTube and stuff like that happens. So I don't want to go through that and give the channel a bad name. I want to keep the channel as real as I can, and just give yous a live and talk to yous and find out what people reckon about where the place will do go. But I have to get their permission first. I'm not going to just do a live and say, I'm doing a live by the way. I'm going to ask their permission and say, well, is it alright if I do a live? If they say yes, well, I will jump on and do a live. If they say no, well, unfortunately, I won't be able to do a live, will I? I've got my fingers crossed that I will be able to do one. So if you guys want to be part of that live, look out for it. It will be after 9:30, something like that, by the time I get there and that. So I will try it out and see how we go. Today's just me hanging out with you guys, having a bit of fun. It is an early morning live, so I decided to do an early morning live this morning instead of my normal time that I do a live, because I know if we do get interrupted by a phone call, well, at least I have been on for a bit and you guys know that, Peter was on for X amount of time, and his phone didn't, you know, disc get cut off. Someone phoned him up, and that's why lives end. I am very much happy for this week. Very much. There you go. There's another video that's. There's so many videos that I got on my channel here that keep coming for modification. To get, you know, monetized and stuff. But I'm going to leave that one. It can wait till later, and I will. I've got so many videos I monetized already this morning. You wouldn't believe how many videos that I did monetize. And YouTube is pretty good. YouTube is doing a good job to look out for me. They make sure that everything's running smoothly, and people that are, especially the moderators here. Moderators on the channel. I know there's no moderators today because of Easter overseas, which is understandable. The moderators can't always be here. They're doing, and I know people are saying, well, what about Princess Izzy? Where is she today? Princess Izzy is probably out with her partner, doing what she's doing. Princess Izzy only hops on when the partner's not there. That's when she hops on, and she'll talk, and she'll joke around. She'll do the modder thing with the channel and that. That's when she jumps on, and she takes an interest. But when her partner's there, well, of course, she goes out and spends time with him, which is, you know, understandable. It's what you got to do when you're in a relationship. So, you know, it's just us guys here, me and you, just being solo fans. People are wondering about what's going to be in the future on the channel. It's basically just going to be doing the same as what we're doing, but more like beach strips. More beach strips. There'll be more like I'm trying to fit in more bowling trips as well. Because I do like doing the bowling ones and having a bit of fun and taking you guys with me. The bowling ones are fine. All the ladies there know me at the bowling alley, and they know that when I'm going to film and when I'm going to do that, and they say, oh yeah, that's fine, Pete, just go ahead and film. They really are good with me over there, so I like to do some more of that. There'll be some other places that we do go to. There'll be some lifeline trips that we go just to check things out. Coming up, I do want to get a small table for the van, so when we do live chats or something like that, we can just put it on the table, and we have got a table there. So there will be a video on that when we go to Lifeline, and we'll check out what's there. We'll have a wander around. We'll do a couple of videos, have a couple of fun times, stuff like that, and just now enjoy life, because over the 6 months, as people have known, over the 6 months, I've been, at mechanics, getting this done, getting that done on the van. Yeah, just little tidy up jobs that haven't been properly maintained. I don't know what it is with some Japanese import vans. Some of them are not really, not really maintained that well. And then oh yeah, you've got to replace this, you've got to replace that. So whoever does buy a Japanese import van, make sure you get it checked over 120%. See, I didn't get it checked over by my mechanic. I just bought it from the dealership. I didn't get it bothered checked over by my mechanic, which I should have taken it to him. And gotten it checked, gotten an inspection done on it, and then I would have known what I was up for, what it needed, and all that good jazz. But unfortunately, I didn't. It's the first time I've ever done that. Bought a van without taking it to my mechanic, because I knew where the kilometres are low, what would really need doing to it. And I didn't know that I would have to do, what I'm doing to it. Getting shockies done, getting this done. So it's, yeah, after it's all done, it should be a good van. It should be a great van to drive around in. We shouldn't have, hopefully we shouldn't have any more issues with it. Maybe later on down the track, with the bigger tyres I want to put on it. I do want to see about getting the coolant flushed out, new hoses and that on it, because hoses are unknown. I don't know how old the hoses are on it. So that's, it's again overdue maintenance that hasn't been done to van. It's just overdue maintenance. We don't know when it was done or what the schedule was. Because I'm probably the second owner of the vehicle, so I don't know when it was properly maintained. So I have to look into that and just to keep an eye on things to make sure that everything's tickety-boo. There's so far we have done quite a bit to it, and it's coming together. It's coming together as we plan. Things are getting done to it, and it's driving a hell of a lot more better. Every time we do something with the suspension, it becomes tighter and more better, which is good for us. And we can. My main goal too is safety of the support people that ride around in the van with me. I don't want anything to happen when the support people are there with me, not be able to break down or something like that. I'm the type of person having ADHD and autism. I try to avoid those situations so they don't happen. Hey Alex, how are you? Good morning. Happy Easter, Alex. Hope you're doing fine. Alex is one of our moderators for the new subscribers that don't know. Alex has been on our channel for quite a while now, and he's a moderator on the channel, and yeah, he's been with me all over Easter. He was here with me yesterday. Basically all the days that I had done the lives, which were 2 or 3 days, as you guys know, that I've been doing. I didn't do it on Good Friday because I thought, well, I'd have a bit of a break and just have a day off. So I didn't do a Good Friday Easter live, which I was thinking of doing it, but then I thought, well, I've got to have one day off and show a bit of respect. Being an Easter day, I thought, a Good Friday, I thought, well, I'd have that day off and catch up on some TV and stuff that I had to do. And yeah, I really am glad that I done that. Because without you guys supporting the channel and all that, I wouldn't be able to do lives, because I wouldn't have enough people for a start to do live with. And I'd just be sitting here talking to myself. So it's quite good when you guys jump on the live. Oh, there's one of my friends. Welcome. Maddie is not coming today. I am very, very sorry for the people that do like to see Maddie. I do apologise that Maddie won't be here. Maddie won't be here till next week because we've got a public holiday today, unfortunately. We've got a public holiday on Friday because it's Anzac Day, which I've got no disrespect to the people that were fighting in the war. I've got no hang up on that, all I'm saying is Maddie won't be here with me this week. Next week she'll be back on next Monday. Following Monday, hopefully we'll get the stickers. She's got the sticker for the van and we can put that up together. There'll be a video on that to see if we can stuff this one up. Got to take the old one off too, so there will be a video on that. We'll see if we can get that done with Maddie's help. That will be a quite good video actually to do. So I am looking forward to do that. Also, I'm looking forward to all the new support people, the new support girls that are going to be working on the channel with me. I'm interested to see which one is going to be the best fit for the Dream Team Adventures, because we've got 2 ladies and we have to choose one of them. So we do have to choose one of them, and it's exciting too, because you know me, I'm a bit of a softie when it comes to choosing people to be on the team. I am very much a softie. on the team. And yes, we do hope that Olivia will come back after her holidays. There's been no talk about her not coming back. Hopefully she will come back and resume her Fridays. I would be very happy to see her. We are trying to get 4 people in the dream team, 4 ladies in the dream team. Reason being, in case someone gets sick, well, another person can take over, which is in the team already. Because we've had a lot of trouble trying to find people. So we want to keep it in the team so someone can just change over their shift and that and say, well, look, yeah, I've got to cover this shift. This is what happened, and I've got to do it. Oh, someone else liking my video on TikTok. I posted a lot of videos on TikTok today, guys. I tell you, so many videos over on TikTok channel. I am going to do a few more shorts on the YouTube channel. So don't be surprised if you see some. I could do some. I know a lot of people do. A lot of people want to see some bowling short videos of me and Maddie. I've got plenty of them on my camera roll. Do you want to see some short videos of Maddie and myself bowling? If people do, just say yes, and after the live, I will post them. So if guys do want to see more of Maddie, I will post the videos. I haven't even posted them on the TikTok channel yet. That's how far behind. So if you want to see videos of Maddie bowling with me, just say, oh, Alex is saying yes. Okay. After the live, I will post some videos of Maddie and myself on the shorts, okay? I will do that for you guys. But I haven't even posted them on the TikTok channel, so I'll post them on the YouTube. I'll post some more up there. If they're doubles, don't worry. Sometimes I do double up. And I do, for you guys that have subscribed, I do apologise for that, because I know people don't subscribe to the channel to see me double videos up. I do try to be extra careful when I'm doing the videos and posting them and all that. So I'll go through them. I'll pick the best one. I'll have the volume up on the phone so I know which one is which. And then I will load it. I will do 2 at a time. I don't know how many I can get up, but I'll get a few up for you. Because then I've still got the other videos of Ruby and myself, which I will be posting a couple of those tomorrow too. So I will be doing a couple of those. There's some cooking videos of me and Ruby with short videos I will be posting tomorrow, as well as filming with the new ladies that are going to be here tomorrow too. The new girl is going to be here with me tomorrow. So I'm very much looking forward to doing that as well with you guys. And of course, yes, people are probably wondering what else is on this week, Big Pete. Right, what's on this week? I'll give you a rundown what's on this week. There's maintenance thing with the van shockies and battery changeover, probably. Then after that, my father and I were discussing yesterday, and my mother too. We are going to see if we can bring an agent and put this on the market now, because as you know, yesterday, I had a neighbour yesterday. He's got children, fair enough. I'm not disputing that he's got children, but he's got his backyard, and it's only they're only small townhouses where I live, right? And he's got this backyard with toys and stuff like that. He's just put nice grass down and stuff like that. And we didn't know why he was putting the grass down, but he's got all their toys, soccer balls, and when they go out there, they scream. They scream, and they sort of aggravate me and aggravate everyone else that's sort of in the complex. And unfortunately, because he's on Body Corp, that's why he probably got himself on Body Corp, so he could sort of get away with doing that. So yesterday, me being me, I had a gutful, and I pretended I was videoing, and I said, some guys reckon just because they got a Mustang in their life that they can make how much noise they want. and I was really, I could see my mum was getting annoyed, and my father was in bed, he just had enough. And this has been going on all like Easter time. He seems to do this with the kids, take them out there, play the soccer games, ball games, because they're young, but he seems to do that around tea time. So when you're about to sit down and have your tea, and sometimes it starts off at 4 o'clock, right? And it gets really, really, really loud, whereas they're all screaming out there, and the fences have got gaps in the fences. You know how those fences have got gaps here, gaps there, gaps there, gaps there, sort of thing. So, and I know a lot of people are going to be saying, well, hey, the children, Pete, they've got to play. Yeah, I understand this. I really understand they've got to play, but all I'm saying, when you live in a townhouse, you've got to be respectful of your other neighbours, especially when your neighbours, like mum and dad, are in their 80s and that. They don't pay their body court to listen to kids screaming and playing soccer against walls and that. You've got to be more. You've got to be more. And the guy is meant to be a doctor. Now the guy's meant to be a doctor, right? Surely he should realise. Well, hang on. I don't want to go upsetting me neighbours because it's going to bring stress onto them, and that's not the right thing for me to do. I mean, if he wants to go and make that sort of noise, well, the park. There's just a park around the corner here. You can go down there and do what you want, make as much noise as you want. You don't aggravate no one. Just do what you want. But when you're living, it's going to be a bit of a rant. Sorry about that. I do apologise for this. But when you're living in a close environment, you got to respect one another. Like, you don't see me go out there and put my radio up full blast outside because I know it's going to aggravate my neighbours, and I know it's not the right thing for me to do. Even when I do the live in the van, I do my live very quiet. I have a bit of a laugh, yeah, but I don't aggravate people because I'm not outside the backyard chucking stuff around, like playing a soccer game and stuff like that. I know the small kids, but they've got 4 or 5 like soccer balls and climbing stuff in the backyard. And when you're upstairs, like I am here, noise travels. And I have, said, well, can you keep your noise down a bit? It's very hard to listen, even to listen to the TV. We've got to shut all the doors and that because of the noise. So, if it continues, we'll just have to tell someone from Body Court. But look, the noise is just unbelievable. He's got toys out there for his children, but they scream and they carry on when they play noises. And it's always at 5 o'clock to 4 o'clock. This is when the noise starts. Because I know this bloke next door to me, he may think just because that he's got a Mustang and stuff like that, that he thinks that he's got plenty of money, he can get away with murder, sort of thing, to tell you, to say, oh, I can do this, I can do that, it's, people are not going to say anything, because I own a Mustang, so, but it's not the way it goes. You've got to treat, I don't care if you've got a Ferrari, as long as you treat people with respect. If you respect your neighbours, they're going to respect you back. Am I right, Alex? If you don't respect your neighbours and you start, doing things that's going to upset them, of course, your neighbour is going to get upset with you, and he's going to turn around and say, well, bugger you, I'm going to make as much noise as I can, just because you're a pain in the backside. That's what they're going to say. But if you respect one another, well, then that neighbour's going to say, well, hang on, go out there and play, but keep it down. We won't make too much noise. We won't scream. He's got to tell his children, try not to scream, because you do aggravate the neighbours next door. We had the same problem with the other neighbour next door. Her son is autistic, fair enough. Not holding that against him, but he used to bring people over from across the road. They've got a trampoline outside, and they used to really jump on it. And for like 6 or 7 hours non-stop, jumping, screaming, kicking soccer balls against walls and stuff like that. And we sort of stopped her doing it, but it's a bit hard with this guy here that lives next door because he owns the property, unfortunately, so it's a lot harder for us to sort of do something. But I know my father doesn't want to get involved, he doesn't want to trouble, but I'm the type of person, I just can't sit back and let people make noise and aggravate other people for the sake of it. If you, take him down to the beach, and it's only down the road there, take him down the beach, have a game of soccer and whatever you're going to do. I know he spent a lot of money getting his backyard done with the fake grass and stuff like that, so they could play out there. Yeah, but sometimes people that live next door to you, they don't pay by the corp, so you can sit out there and make noise and aggravate your neighbours. I mean, I never even have barbecues here because I don't want to upset people. So I never have barbecues here. I try, because we haven't got a barbecue for a start. We gave it away just to be pleasant, so we don't upset our neighbours. If I do barbecues, as you know, I go to Paradise Point. We barbecue over there, and so we don't aggravate people. And you got to respect your neighbours, and you do the same for them as well. And that's the way this works out in life, guys. Sometimes you get people, they start off as good neighbours, they start off as good friends with you, but then you don't know what they got in their mind, sort of thing. So anyway, getting away from that subject. As I said, I am hoping my mother and father will get something in the retirement village, because the retirement village is pretty nice there. They have got a nice restaurant there in the retirement village, so I'm hoping they do get a place in the retirement village there. My father is looking. They got a couple in the retirement village that my father will be looking at for them. I don't know if I'll be going yet. I haven't made up my mind which way I'm jumping yet. There is a lot that I'm thinking about, a hell of a lot. It's not an easy decision for someone to make. You just sort of can't make a decision and say, oh yeah, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to go do it. For me, it takes me a long time to sort of make up my mind, especially when it's in an area which I'm not quite sure about. So I don't want to sort of be cut off from places that I know, and I sort of don't want to travel that far, you know what I mean? I'm fine around here, I know where I'm going around here, but places I haven't been, it makes it very, very, very hard for me to sort of be in, if you know what I mean. And I know a normal person will say, well, Pete, it's only another area. I mean, surely you'd be able to drive there, Big Pete. The trouble with me is, because I went down to Melbourne many years ago, I was there for 9 years, as people know, down in Melbourne, lived in Melbourne 9 years, it sort of took my confidence away from being on the Gold Coast here, from driving on highways, stuff. It sort of took my confidence away, because when I went back to Melbourne, I didn't get to drive on highways there, because in Melbourne, as you know, some of the highways are pretty dangerous. You've got to know what lane to be in, what lane not to be in. And yeah, when I came back up here, seeing the road changes and stuff like that, highways and all these ramps that were open for this, and for me, I do very easily get confused, and I could easily get myself lost and end up somewhere I shouldn't be, sort of thing. So it does make it very hard for me to be in a different area where I'm not quite sure, because the roads have changed so much up here on the Gold Coast. I know this area, I know like the Asphalt area, the Southport area, I know all these areas here on the Gold Coast, because I travel those areas. I go like the Southport, I go to the Spit, I go to Runaway Bay, I go to Paradise Point, I go to Coomera, I go to Labrador, I go to places like that, and I know where they are. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, Pete, why don't you just get out of your comfort zone a bit more and try this new place. I am going to go and have a look at it, guys. Don't get me wrong, I will go and have a look at it when it's up and running and see if it's for me, the travelling distance and stuff like that. Because I've got to think of the fuel situation too. Because don't forget, I've got all my mechanics down this side of the town, or this side of this area as well. I don't want to travel too far where where I lose my mechanics and have to make new mechanics and get to trust them all over again, because my mechanic knows what's been done to the van. Even my tyre man, he knows what's been done to the van, because he's done the mag wheels, he's done tyres, he's checked it over, he's going to do the shockies, replace the battery properly. So he knows all about what's being done to it. If I go to someone else, they're going to say that, oh yeah, they're going to charge me double the price for me tyres and stuff like that. This guy, I can get tyres for under a grand, which is pretty good from a tyre place, because usually they charge over. Some of them charge over, but because I've been a customer at Boat Repair where I go, he does give me pass on discounts to me. Like for example, the shockies, as people know, my mechanical's going to charge me $1,300. Well, my tyre man said I can do it for $990 with shackles and everything, Munro shockies, and give you 25% off. So that works out pretty good. I paid half. I only got to pay $500, which is great. $588, which is that's in there. That's no problem. And maybe a battery, we'll see. But yeah, I'm then. I'll be happy. I will be happy about that, because it's showing me that I can go out, I can have fun, and I want to do beach trips. I want to enjoy the van. I mean, that's why I put the carpet in, that's why I've done this. I want to be able to pull up at the spit there, open my back door, and have a bit of fun, and probably find some new places where we can pull over and stuff like that, because that's what adventuring is around the Gold Coast. It is like a big lifestyle, where you're driving here, you drive there, you have fun, and you go out and you explore new places. I mean, as people know, I do very much like Paradise Point. I don't know why, because it's so, maybe because, as you guys know in some of the videos at Paradise Point, it's so peaceful and so quiet there. So that's why you see us mostly barbecuing. I mean, if we could barbecue at the spit, we would. We had to probably bring an own gas barbecue, because unfortunately I don't think there's many barbecues at the spit area. I mean, I have been looking around for a barbecue area, but there doesn't seem to be much around, unfortunately. And I know a lot of people are probably thinking, well, Pete, where do you like to go? I mean, I don't want to keep taking you guys to the same area, because people are going to say, oh, it's only another driving video. God, he's going to that place again. He's always going to that place. And look, guys, to tell you the truth, if I could venture out more, I had more confidence in me, I could venture out more, I would go more. Don't worry about that, guys. I certainly would. I'm just getting my bearings. At the age of 53, I'm getting my bearings now. I'm feeling my way where I can go, which is safe, which is not safe for me to go. And I know some people are going to say, well, sometimes, Pete, you've got to take chances in life. And this is true, you have sometimes got to take chances in life. But I'm the type of person that likes to make the right decisions in life sometimes. And if I don't feel comfortable doing something, well then, at the end of the day, I just won't do it. I just won't do it unless I'm comfortable. If it's in my comfort zone and I'm happy doing that, then I will do it. But if I'm not comfortable, you can get nervy, have panic attacks. And I do sometimes get panic attacks. If I don't know an area, I get a bit panicky, and that's the worst thing you can do when you don't know the area. I know people say, well, why don't you get one of those, what do you call it, those things that tell you where you're going, a map thing. Reason being, because I'd have to type the bloody thing in. So that wouldn't work out for me, would it? And not only that, those things confuse me even more than what I know. And I have got a good memory when it comes to finding places. Like, I can go all around the coast and I know where I'm going, which shortcut I can take, which is the quickest way I can get there. And I show some of the ladies, some of the girls sometimes, which is the quickest way to get here, which is the quickest way to get there. And some of them, they can't believe it, and they say, gee, Pete, that's really cool that you know all these places. And it is. I reckon it is really cool that I know where I'm going, what I'm doing, sort of thing. Because other people will just jump in a car and say, well, hang on, we don't really know where you're going. What are you doing? Where are you going? I've just got a built-in map in my mind where, living on the Gold Coast for so many years, like I used to live on the Gold Coast here. When I was younger, I used to drive up and down the Gold Coast. When I was younger, I used to go here, I used to go there, and I had no trouble. I had no trouble finding any place, guys. Honestly, I was just so good. But it does happen when you're not on a place, when you're not in a place for about 9 years or something like that. You get, how do I say, you get a bit, when you come back to the place and you haven't driven like on the coast for 9 years, you do get a bit, not nervy. You've got to get your bearings back again. You've got to say, well, hang on, where does this road take? Because some roads now, they change. Like, you can't be in one lane because that lane will get you onto the motorway. And for me to go on the motorway, there's a lot of traffic now. It's not like it used to be back in the day. The population here on the Gold Coast, Queensland, there's just so many people that come to the Gold Coast here because the weather's perfect most of the time. We do get hurricanes. Well, you can't help that. But the weather here is perfect. And a lot of people from Melbourne, Sydney, overseas, they all come to make Australia their home, which is understandable because there's lots of things for people to do on the Gold Coast. Here, beaches are really close to one another. They're not miles away. They really are close. So yeah, you got to look at things like that too. That the population is getting bigger day by day. I mean, there's houses that are being pulled down here on the Gold Coast to make room for duplexes and townhouses, which back in the day would never even been thought of because the population was only small back in the day. But now, because the population's getting so big now, they're building townhouses, duplexes on little properties. Like, for example, where I used to go to college, right? Where I used to go to college at, I was showing a video of Ridgeway Avenue there. We used to have a place called Pie House, which was for disability people, okay? And many years ago, what is many years ago? It was before I came back to the Gold Coast. It wasn't. It was when I was on the Gold Coast they started to build. Anyway, they knocked the old Pie Cottage house down. Right? It was on a big block of land, right? So they knocked it down, right? And what they've done now is they've built townhouses. They built two at the front and two at the back. And that's because, again, population, but because the real estate too on the Gold Coast is going up and up. It's not going down. It's going up and up and up because people really do want to live on the Gold Coast. But saying that too, food is going. As you know, we've got an election coming up soon, right? So the government is trying to do its best it can by lowering the fuel cost, and then maybe after the election, of course, you're going to see it go back up because the person has already been voted in, so they're not going to worry about the fuel price. They just wanted to get elected, so the fuel prices will just stay. They'll just go up and up and up. But when an election's on, everything sort of goes down. Like the food will go down, and then bang, you'll see it go up. And for me, that's part of the reason why I'm not hurrying to go to another side of town where I don't know about, because I know for the fuel situation, most of my travelling is done this side of the coast. I'm really not a person that likes the other end of the coast that much. I never have been. I have stayed at a place called Palm Beach on the Gold Coast here many years ago. I think it was back in 1990, but I sort of wasn't keen on that area. I know the beaches, they're nearby and everything like that, but I'm the type of person that likes to be at this end of the coast. I know everything. I know where Paradise Point is. I know where everything is. So yeah, I am sort of more happy at this end of the Gold Coast, if you know what I mean. I mean, for me, if I could find someone, to share with me that had disability problems, and we could, get away with, and support people with us. I mean, that would be, I would think about that situation. I've got to talk to my case manager before I make any definite decisions. So I do have to check out what my other possibilities are before I do anything, what I'm going to regret. Because don't forget, guys, you've got to be in a place that you're happy. You can't be in a place that you're not happy, because if you're in a place that you're not happy, right, what's going to happen is you're going to get depressed, and then you're going to start to go downhill. And me, I don't want to go downhill or be depressed. I want to be happy. I want to know the areas that I'm in and be happier in the area I'm in. Not this, I've got to drive around here. Oh yeah, I'm not quite sure about this area. Oh yeah, and stuff like that. I want to be comfortable where I am and know the roads. Because as you guys know, roads here are changing all the time, and also I've got to keep up with the roads that are changing. And luckily I can read the signs, the road sayings, for one lane, I can read all those signs, don't get me wrong. This comes by memory. So yeah, I do have to keep an eye on that too. And when you're in a different area and you don't know, I mean, it could say, it could take me somewhere else where I've never been. So I don't want to sort of take any chances that I know is going to be wrong. And don't forget, I've got my parents too. They're going to be shifting around to Ashmore in the retirement village, and I want to sort of be near that area. I don't want to be like travelling too far in case there's an emergency or something, and in case I've got to go and see them. I don't want to be travelling, especially on the weekends. If I'm, the ideal world would be for me to live with them, because I get on with old people. I mean, I know lots of people saying, but you're not ready for an old people's home yet, Big Pete. Well, this is true. If it was up to my mother, she wouldn't mind. But it's my father really. He doesn't really want me to go with him. I know my mother. She doesn't mind, because I'm always there for her, and if something happens, I'm always, to support people, always phoning up for her when she goes to hospital, stuff like that. We're always there for her. So it's going to make it hard for me to sort of be in two places. Right? If I can get a sealed house here, in this area here, where I know, well, that's a different story altogether. I'd be very, very, very happy. But unfortunately, the person that's in charge of our company that looks out for me, she bought a property on the other side of town, which is like being in Melbourne. How do I explain it? It's like you living in Glaston Park in Melbourne, right, for example, and you've got to go all the way to Nunawading, right? Now, that is classed the other side of town. That's not classed that you're on this side of town, you're on the other side of town. And that's what it's a bit like being on that side of town, if you know what I mean. Journey's not too bad, but see, I like to be on this side of town, because I know where everything is, I know what I'm doing, and it's just a hard situation for me to be in, guys, because in one hand I've got my father, which, he in recent times my father has been a bit of a bully to me. He hasn't sort of been the nicest person to get on with. He sometimes always puts me down. Oh yeah, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to do that? Why didn't you listen to what I say? Why did you buy it from there? All these things put you down, instead of saying, like my Uncle Henry. Now, my Uncle Henry, he was a top bloke. You couldn't find a nicer fella than my Uncle Henry. He would be the type of bloke that would say, okay, Pierre, they used to call me Pierre. He'd say, Pierre, you bought it, save up. You get things done bit by bit. That's the type of guy that he was. He was such a gentle soul. And sometimes I do wonder if he married my mother and I was his son, maybe things would be a lot different because he was such a kind-hearted person. He really was. See, my father is more like a bully sort of person. He has to sort of get his own way sort of thing. And even at the age of 88, he still likes to push people around a bit, you know what I mean? And sometimes he makes me feel scared. And that's not the way that I'd like to be. I don't like to be scared of no one, me. And see, living with my father, he does that to you. He likes to bully you around a bit. And you know, I know lots of people are going to say, well, he's your father, Big Pete. You know, well, I understand that. I've got nothing against that, guys. I mean, you know, you got to have fathers in life. I mean, that comes with the territory, doesn't it? But all I'm saying is he could be a lot more nice to me, sort of thing. You know, instead of being, you know, like a bit of a bully and say, you know, okay, son, yeah, sure, you got to do this. Fair enough. You know what you're doing. Go ahead and do it. Not saying to me, oh yeah, you're opening other jobs for other people. Like when I go to mechanics, you know, you're opening another job. I know for a fact what needs doing, what doesn't need doing. I'm not completely silly. I have been driving for nearly 35 years coming up this year. I do know which is which, and you know what I've got to do, what I haven't got to do, and I am trying to do my best, living my everyday life with the support people. And it just makes it hard when you've got a parent like that. But you've got mum that's, how do I explain it? She's just sort of laid back sort of thing. Mum will be the type of person you could really, she's, what do you call it? Not very easy led, she's very soft. My mother's very, very soft, and sometimes, you know, things happen, like, you know, in the family. Mum's a very, very soft person, as most people that's seen her in the videos would know. She's 81 years old now, and she has been in had a hard life. She got sick, as you know, 2 or 3 a year ago now, or a year and a half ago. She got really sick, got asthma, ended up in hospital, and pneumonia on top of that, and we did think that she was nearly going to pass away. Luckily, she didn't pass away, and we were very happy about that. So that was pretty good. But, you know, too, with mum, you've got to, you know, as I said before, I had my support people that used to work with me. I was, you know, because mum was very sick, and we did think that we were going to lose mum. And I'm, you know, having all these thoughts in my head, thinking to myself, but what happens if mum goes and dad goes? I am going to be left on my own. I mean, I didn't know anything. This is all the new people that are subscribing. I didn't know nothing about NDIS or nothing about this, and I'm thinking all these things, you know. Well, what's going to happen when my mum goes? Who's going to look after me? And I'm not happy that mum got sick. Don't get me wrong. No one is never happy when their mother or parents get sick. Don't get me wrong about that. But I was just thinking in my head, what's going to happen? But yeah, because of mum getting sick and being in hospital for 2 weeks with pneumonia and nearly passing away, the manager of the hospital, she's like a social worker. She comes and she checked up on mum, how she was going, and she had to talk to me, you know, and said, well, Pete, what would you like to do? What's your biggest thing that you'd like to do? And I said, well, I'm a bit worried in case something happens to mum, who's going to look out for me? Because I'm not really going to have anyone to be here to look after me, sort of thing. And, you know, we talked about that, and she said, okay, I will get onto some people called the NDIS. And I didn't know nothing about this. She got me an interview with the NDIS to see if I would be accepted, because I am, as you guys know, I am pretty independent on a lot of things, but some things I do have a lot of trouble, like emotional support I need and stuff like that, which I do need emotional support. I do get a bit emotional sometimes, and that's just part of who I am. And I'm not scared to put it out here on my YouTube channel. I do suffer from emotional support, and sometimes I do get very. I mean, I can remember when I was a kid, right? I know you guys are probably going to laugh at this. You're going to think it's bloody hilarious. When I was a kid, right, I went to a school camp, right? And this is emotional. This is what I'm talking about, emotional. I went to a school camp, right? And because I was always been a bit of a mummy's boy. I'm not, you know, I remember crying at the school camp. And I was about 15 years old. Now, 15-year-old man, a 15-year-old teenager doesn't cry, but I did because I was only away for one day. So that's what I mean. I do get a bit emotional sometimes. Like eventually, when I do shift out and go to my other place, wherever I'll be, sort of thing. It is. I'm not going to say it's going to be. It's going to be again emotional, and I do worry too about not having support on the weekends and on holidays and stuff like that. When you do need support, you know, something will have to work out for me so I have my support that I need. Because you know, else it's just not going to work out for me. So I am going to need support when when I'm not living with my parents, so I can go and see them if it's on a weekend. Well, I've got someone to see them, someone to help me do my cooking, and you know, stuff like that. Because at the moment, my mother does most of the cooking. Only dish I can cook, as you know, is chicken tonight and bolognese, and do sausages and stuff like that. But most of the other meals, Mum cooks. Like, I can't cook a lasagna. I mean, I wouldn't know where to start. I know most of you would be saying, oh, that's easy, Pete. We know how to do that. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to do any of that. It's thanks to Mum. She does all the cooking around the place, and you know, for me, moving out to another skill, I have to learn. Like, for example, making my bed in the morning. My mum makes my bed, and I've got to admit this, and I don't ask her to. She just automatically goes and does it. By the time I go to make the bed, it's already made. So she, you know, in respect, I'd like to learn those skills. I know at 53 years old, people are saying, well, you are a real mummy's boy, aren't you? Well, I am. Having ADHD and autism, my mother and father have always been around to sort of protect me, sort of thing, from, you know, things happening and stuff like that. They've always been there for me. They've never really let anything bad happen to me, sort of thing. And yeah, for that I do very much appreciate them, you know, for being here. And of course you guys too, for being part of my YouTube channel and subscribing when people do subscribe. It's really good to have you here. And you know, I mean, I could be very grateful, which I am grateful for you guys being here. That doesn't go without saying. I mean, having a YouTube channel and a TikTok channel where I'm doing my lives, I'm doing what I want to do and sharing things with you. Like when I get news, I jump on here and I share it with you when I can and stuff like that. It is, for me, it makes me feel proud to know that I've got a YouTube channel and a TikTok channel, that I am on social media, and I know I'm not the perfect person. I'm just, you know, I'm just me. I'm just putting my videos out the way I film them, just to show you guys what I get up to, and for you to be, because you're part of. I do class you guys as part of my family. You are like part of my family on the TikTok and the YouTube channel. You're all part of my family. This channel is a bit more different than the YouTube channel, than the TikTok channel. This channel is more like we're all in a gang. We're all in the hood. We're in the Dream Team gang. And I know if I'm in trouble that you guys always come to the rescue. You leave nice messages. And I've been looking at your comments and messages with love hearts and stuff. And I do got to thank every one of you that has left me messages with love hearts, thumbs up, kisses, stuff like that. I do very much appreciate all of you guys for being here and all the lives. I really do. I can't thank you enough for being here on the live with me, and you know, chilling out and having fun and doing things that we, that normal people just take for granted. You know, I know there's, you know, people out there that got their normal, they've got big channels, they've got lots of subscribers, and but for me to have this little small channel, which I'm very grateful for, and I'm very grateful for you guys that do subscribe to my channel, and I can see the love hearts. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that, guys. I really do. I do really value all of you guys' friendship on my channel, and that's why I made it so I will be here at Easter, over the Easter break, so I could talk to you guys, and I could be here with you and see what's going on and spending a bit of time with you, because I reckon that's important, to spend time with people that you do value their friendship very much. And I do value your friendship, guys, very much. All of you that, you know, even the people that do leave comments which are not very nice. I mean, and you know, we know that some people do leave comments that are not very nice, but most of you, 100% of you, leave beautiful comments when you're looking at the videos, and I know people, they like all the videos that come out, and I do promise you after the live I will be posting those bowling videos of Maddie, because I know there's a lot of people that want to see Maddie. I will be posting the short videos of Maddie. I've got lots of short bowling videos, so I will be posting a lot of those for you on the YouTube channel. So if it keeps coming up, video, don't worry, it's just because I'm posting it for you. The YouTube channel usually gets the first pick of the videos, right? And then they usually go over to, of course, the TikTok channel. So the YouTube people here, you usually get first refusal on videos that are coming out. I am thinking of starting something different where I'll video and I'll do a live, and before I post the videos I'll say, well, guys, which video would you like to see? And that's the video I will post. Like if you say to me, leave the driving video to a couple of days, we'd like to see more of the outdoor adventure videos, like shopping videos, well then yes, they will be posted with, you know, first, because that's what you guys have asked me to do. And we'll be doing this now on a live. I will be doing this on a live when people are here. When we're done filming, there'll be car videos of course as well. I will ask you guys, what videos do you want to see? And you can tell me what you want to see, and I will put it out there for you. I will video it, put it out there, and then the other videos will just come gradually. I'll try and squeeze one or two in. So I'm going to try and do it that way, because, you know, having subscribers on a YouTube channel for me is a pretty big deal. I know it's, you know, for anyone else that's got a YouTube channel or a TikTok channel, doesn't think that it's such a big deal. They think, oh well, it's only a YouTube, it's only a TikTok channel, you know, what's so big about that? For someone like me with, you know, ADHD and autism, it means a hell of a lot to me that I can do my videos, I can film them, I can put them out there for you guys to watch, I can jump on lives, I can, you know, sort of be here for you guys. And I'm not saying we're not going to have difficulties if I do shift out somewhere. Maybe the data might be a bit low and that the video uploading will be slower. I don't know. I've, you know, being here at the moment, I'm on my dad's Wi-Fi, so the Wi-Fi is pretty good at the moment, but sometimes it is pretty tricky to upload. Like when we had that storm, it was very hard for me even to do a live for a couple of days, and that's why it took me 2 or 3 days to do a live, because we had no power, we had no data, we had no nothing. So, you know, it was very hard for me to do the videos and put them out. So I'll give you another minute because I'm going to head off. I've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes, or 10 minutes, 15. So I'll give you another minute just to say a few hellos and goodbyes, whatever. So I'll give you another minute, and then I'm going to head off and get some more neighbours done. So if anyone wants to leave a quick comment, a hello, or whatever, I will answer it. 30 seconds, I am going to end the live in 30 seconds. Right. Okay, guys, I'm going to go now. End live. End live.